Well, here we are for the lower bracket action. We've got Seeking playing as the Brits. There's loadout as commandos. Royal Artillery. And Lend-Lease Assault. KimbO playing as Aussie and immediately locking into German infantry. We're on Wolf's map here, Amelie Fields. If you're unfamiliar with it, not yet in the auto match rotation. And look at this, KimbO going straight sniper here, no machine gun at all either. Straight into the sniper. Interesting. This is lower bracket action, so whoever loses here, they're done in the tournament and they have to go home. So who's it going to be, KimbO or Seeking? Sniper this early, not revealing itself yet though. And my last cast, I think it was Asher Blois, didn't actually go for the universal carrier on this map. So if Seeking doesn't go for the UC, he will be quite vulnerable to this super early sniper. Whoa, or maybe not. Taking up to platoon command super early. So now has the option of going for the sniper or the universal carrier with the Vickers. You post-patch have to upgrade platoon command before you can get the Vickers upgrade now. There we go, Pyro's closing in on the infantry section. Sniper coming around the corner. And the Pyro's forced him away close range. Sniper not quite getting a shot off. Yes, this is a best of 3.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
I think only the final is a best of 5. Grenadiers losing this 2v1 slowly, but here comes the sniper. Still no kills to its name though. Seeking avoiding that early manpower bleed quite effectively and is going to go for the universal carrier, not going to go for the sniper. So not going to see a super early sniper war here. Universal carrier is going to be the option. And you know, already we see a deviation in the build path. Seeking having to take platoon command before getting the Vickers on his universal carrier means that he's, you know, got his universal carrier out slower. This is lowering the pressure in the early game for the British players. So far I would say Seeking has had a slightly superior map control to KimbO. This sniper start is getting him off to a slow start. Wire off on the fuel point here, going for that vertical wire, trying to block out as many covered points as he can. Doing a pretty good job of it. I think it's better to just go like 2 straight verticals. That's an unusual arrangement. Looks like there's still a couple positions back there. And here comes the UC now. Pyros need to retreat immediately. Oh, late retreat here from KimbO. This could be death. Universal carrier on the chase down. Grenadiers moving into the retreat path, threatening the Faust. UC, is it going to go for the chase down? No, it looks like it's going to disengage. Nice work by KimbO there, covering that mistake. Oh, and he got in range for the Faust. That's going to slow down the universal carrier. He does have enough munitions though for the crew repair. Just needs to make sure he's in a safe position to start that repair process. And Seeking, going for another infantry section now. Not going for the 5-man upgrade here. Going for another infantry section. Interesting. Makes me think he's probably going to go for an AEC. Trying to go for the crew repair here. Still another 4 seconds on the timer. That's going to now allow the Faust to come through. Oh, but the critical gets removed. Interesting. That crew repair removes the criticals regardless of the health threshold right at the end of the repair process. I didn't know that. KimbO trying to get in range for another Faust here. You see kiting. Backing into the corner. Might be worth activating the suppressing fire here just so they can't close the distance. So if he takes another Faust, he's gone. Sniper getting another shot on the section. UC trying to back away now. Grenadiers moving for the intercept, looking for the Faust. Oh, this is high drama. Oh, it's going to be close. Busting through. Oh, but he got it. The Faust is going to connect. The universal carrier goes down.
New units are ready to deploy.
So an early win there for KimbO. All started by seeking, he went for the chase down on that low health Pio and just got in Faust range. That small mistake there ultimately leads to the loss of his universal carrier. Oh, sniper down! Okay, well there we go, 1 for 1. Infantry sections making use of their firing on the move. And they take down the sniper, so there we go, 1-1. KimbO losing a little bit more manpower, losing the munitions from the Vickers upgrade, so pretty even trade. And here comes the AEC for seeking. But the fact that there's no universal carrier means that KimbO doesn't really need to go for a 2-2-2 anymore. And the AEC is not that strong at bleeding infantry. So I'm not sure about this as an option. KimbO hasn't even ticked Battle Phase 2 yet. So just had no intention of getting a 2-2-2 out to counter that universal carrier. Just not on his agenda at all. Going for 4 Grens to match the 4 infantry sections. No 5-man upgrades yet. It's got 1 coming in over here. The squad should be able to go toe-to-toe with this squad because of that upgrade now. And here comes the AEC. Let's chip in quite nicely here from long range. And I believe that the machine gun on the AEC is unlike most other machine guns. It has like an LMG profile, so better damage long range than close.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Whereas most other machine guns, vehicular machine guns, you're better at close range than long. Trying to inflict a little bit of bleed, closing in for the Faust, and once again seeking a little bit slow, pulling back his light vehicle allows the Faust to connect. That's going to slow down the AEC, building the engineers now. But yeah, the damaged engine, he's playing it cautious, backing away, and now he can't stay in there, continue to inflict bleed. So Seeking needs to sharpen up his vehicle control here, because he's just letting KimbO get away with no light vehicle counters at all by allowing these Fausts to connect. Trying to move into the retreat path of this infantry section here with this Grenadier. And Seeking smells something cooking. He's on the run. This infantry section charging onto the cutoff down here. Not really cutting off anything at the moment though. Either way, KimbO doesn't let it get decaptured. Very, very low. Section special, 4 models, almost no health. They've got the 5-man upgrade though, so don't be tricked by the health thresholds. Here we go, getting chased away before he bleeds too much. KimbO quick to switch focus fire over here, but without the upgrade, the 5-man sections will beat him quite easily, and here comes the AEC to compound his woes. KimbO threatening the snare there briefly. Going for an AT gun now, finally ticked up. Too badly outnumbered on this far flank. Grenadiers have to get out of there. Similar story over here. Maybe he's stuck around there a little bit too long. Trying to branch out to the far fuel point. About to lose control of his fuel though. See, doing some light harass to these pyres. Grenadiers coming in, threatening the Faust. Does have to be a little bit careful. Does have this squad in this retreat path here. If these squads get too low, it could go down. Here come the Grenadiers. Yeah, I was about to say, yep, another 5-man upgrade completed there. Now that our Vet 2, or Vet 1, can be able to make use of those med kits for free. Needs that healing, has been bleeding a lot of manpower. Take a look, Seeking about 7 models ahead in the KD at the moment. So KimbO really needs that healing to make these trades a little bit more efficient. Try and do some healing. All this Grenadier out the front tanks. Moving back into the cover now, but still outnumbered 2v1 here. Section's deciding to pull back, however. Meanwhile, on the other side, infantry section capping up the entire map. KimbO with very, very little map control. AC coming around the corner. AT gun rotating. We're just getting a little bit low here. And in comes a commando glider for seeking. Where's he dropping it though? Is he going to try to do an aggressive drop? Or is he going to try to use it as a forward HQ? Looks like it's going to be aggressive. AC getting forced back by the AT gun. Commando's coming in here. Doing some nice damage, forcing away these grenadiers, and KimbO just getting bullied off the map. This is just so much field presence here for seeking. Losing that sniper, huge. KimbO really struggling without it. Oh, it's looking grim. Look at this amount of map control. All of it, all of it, all of it for seeking. KimbO has a decent chunk of fuel in the bank, hasn't done his battle phase yet, so still about 100 away from a medium. He's got this glider out here that you can reinforce from on the front lines. We can see seeking is trying to. He's gone for the mech kits first, but now switching over to reinforce. Too late. He was upgrading med kits over here, and then and then he cancelled them, so he could reinforce, and then he didn't get it done in time. So didn't get any reinforcements off the glider. Pack taking care of that. Commando's closing the distance here in the camouflage. And KimbO blobbing up nicely here, but that's going to leave his pack exposed like Gamma Bomb on top of the pack. Decrewed immediately. And AEC coming in behind this. Looks like he's going to try to go for the kill on it here. Trench set up in a very aggressive position from seeking. Commando's getting forced away though. And KimbO is fighting back here. But he's branching out to the far side, so it's leaving him a little bit weak around here. He's hanging on, but he's in a bit of trouble. Meanwhile, we've got company command going up for seeking out the back. Just about there in terms of fuel for Cromwell, if that's what he wants to go for. KimbO making use of those free med kits. Saving the manpower for the bunker. Just about there, needs one more veteran squad leaders. Maybe then he can start considering getting some mines down. But yeah, seeking looking very, very strong so far. Oh, does get another Faust on. Engineer's not too far away though. Well, actually, that's pretty far. Just about the other side of the map. Grenadiers out here outnumbered though. Pack very, very far forward. It's got to be careful. Commando's close by. Grenadiers charging through the center, trying to avoid that Tommy squad inside the trench. Maybe going to look for the wipe here. He's going for it, running and gunning through the center. Commando's nearby. Is he going to try to throw a grenade? No. Does throw a grenade, but the squad does go down. Nice blobbing up there by KimbO, gets the wipe. And with this strong of a blob, even the Commando's having trouble. Those 5-man veteran squad leader Grenadiers doing the damage here. Especially now they're starting to hit Vet 2, Vet 3 even. Pack setting up. Rifle grenade forcing the retreat. AC, as I said, hasn't been a super important factor. 8 kills, but I do sometimes wonder if it's just better. Oh, calling in the assault. Sprinting across the map himself. Coming after the AT gun, it looks like. Going for the kill on that. 5-man Grenadiers trying to soften them up, but it looks like the pack's going to get decrewed here. And I thought last time he was maybe going to come in for the kill on the AEC, but kept it at range. Back around the corner. AEC, if it comes through here, could kill the decrewed pack here. This could be huge for seeking. The activation of assault. A big deal. Become more and more Grenadiers though. AEC coming around the corner. If he pulled the trigger on the AC coming around the corner a little bit earlier, could have got a couple shots on, but it looks like KimbO's going to be able to recover that now. So maybe a missed opportunity there for Seeking, not pouncing on the decrew pack a little bit earlier. But there we go, KimbO holds on. And he needed that because Cromwell coming in for Seeking with no pack. He could have just lost the game on the spot there. Very, very close call. I'm surprised Seeking didn't play a little bit more aggressively to make sure he got that kill on the pack. KimbO with a lot of manpower here though. Just starting his Battle Phase 2 tech now, so maybe feeling a little bit flustered late on his tech timings here. It's usually a bad sign. A mine there. Man, he was just a couple. Oh, there we go. Pack decrewed. And AEC chases that away. Oh, we've got pies nearby for the recrew though. Cromwell on one side, AEC on the other. Pack setting up. Doesn't have sight, but now crew with Pioneer is going to have enhanced line of sight on that pack, so that could be pretty nice for KimbO. And he's gone for a second pack, and that's the way to go if you're behind. AA T-guns cause a big headache towards just about any tank. So if you're a little bit behind, AA T-guns is your way to get back into the game. Seeking popping assault once more. Sprinting on to the front lines. And once more looks like KimbO allowed to lose a lot of map control. He's already down below 200 VPs. So things are looking quite grim for him. Forwards with the squad. Cromwell coming through as well. A T-gun in a bit of trouble. Infantry section getting it down to 2 models. Pack opens up. One shot on the Cromwell. But the infantry section taking him down quickly. KimbO greedily trying to go for the damage on the vehicles there with that pack super low on health and a squad right next to it. KimbO falling apart here. And trying to use these super low grenadiers to fight, but they're just so badly outnumbered, it's resulting in a lot of bleed. And he loses it. Late retreat. Trying to hang on to this pack, and this was all started by that greedy attack on the Cromwell. If he just pulled back for healing, could have avoided all of this and maybe could get it decrewed again here. Oh, KimbO just bleeding so much manpower. Such a bad timing as well. He needs that manpower to put down his tech and get out a tank. Instead, he's having to use it on reinforcements here just to stay in the fight. Commando's coming in for the pack. Looks like they might be able to decrew it again, right at the base doorstep. AEC coming in for the kill on it. Connects long range on the move. That was a lucky shot. One more. He needs one more. Second pack from the side. Misses the AEC. AEC gets the kill. And AEC still healthy enough. Does not go down to the second pack. And well, now it's the first pack because that pack is destroyed. KimbO just pushing it a little bit too hard. The pack over here under fire from the squad in the center. Going for that shot on the Cromwell and it cost him dearly. Seeking, keeping up the pressure, going for another Cromwell. Take a look at the KD now. We can see Seeking just way ahead, miles and miles. KimbO taking these incredibly inefficient engagements just to hang on here. Attack ground yet from the pack. Looks like he's going to move into position. I guess that does kind of look like it would block a shot. So attack ground unlikely to succeed from that angle. Cromwell using that sight and shot blocker to full advantage here. Only taking one shot worth of damage there. It looks like KimbO trying to branch out to the other side, making use of the healing on battlefield. That's nice to see. Kind of similar to how the Brits do it. He's got a VP under his control, down to 110 though. Another Cromwell for Seeking, and this is one thing that Seeking doesn't have though. Only one engineer for repairs at the moment, so that second Cromwell half damaged. A bit risky to leave that on the battlefield. So he's bottlenecked in terms of repairs. No crew repairs in this commander. Charging forwards with the assault. And looking for the wipe. Cromwell connected at a crucial time. Jumps into the trench. Doing some pretty good damage from inside the trench. AT gun setting up. Cromwell coming around for the wipe. But here is the Panzer IV arriving just in the nick of time. Going for the kill on the Cromwell. And he gets it just like that. Nice dodge on the light gamma bomb inside the trench as well. Commandos getting very, very low. That trench backfiring on Seeking here. Coming in for the wipe on the Commandos. But the Cromwell is there to meet him. And here comes the full strength AEC, trading blows long range. AEC missing though. Hits him with the tread shot, but decides it's a little bit too risky to chase him. Or maybe he doesn't. Cromwell coming forwards. No, yeah. Okay, disengaging now. I think that's the right choice. Pack was super close and he knew that. So, medium tank down for Seeking there. That Panzer IV arriving just in the nick of time. Trying to use the healing, but taking quite a lot of damage. Not going to be able to heal when you're under this much fire. Faust connecting, Pack right there. Looks like he might not have the angle on it. Pushing forwards a little bit further. Trench working nicely here for KimbO, and the clock is still down to 86. Does end up hitting that mine that was there. Narrowly avoided earlier. And that forces the squad away. KimbO still with no fuel point, so Seeking very good in that department. He's flush with fuel. But a little bit strapped for manpower at the moment. And yeah, repairs are quite slow for him also. Has actually put down a med bunker in his base as well. Oh! I think it's good to put it down at some stage. Oof. Just so you don't have to micro the squads back here to heal. Just removing that micro burn is really helpful in the late game. Okay, Pack nearby, but not quite facing the right direction. Cromwell finds a nice angle, and the 6-pounder connects super long range. Cromwell putting pressure on the Pack here. If he can get another good shot on it, it could get the D-crew. Surprised he didn't pop the assault for this. That could have maybe applied a little bit more pressure on the Pack. Pack setting up. Oh, misses. Oh, he's going for air supremacy right on KimbO's doorstep. Don't think this is going to hit too much though. I think it probably would have been better just to use mortar cover so the phosphorus was on the base exit. Bit of a waste of munitions there from KimbO. I mean, from Seeking rather. And KimbO actually going for a second Panzer IV here. Is this his comeback mechanism? KimbO also trying to go for the capture over here. And he's going to get the neutralize. Very important, down 76 VP. Seeking capping over here. So KimbO really needs those victory points. Pushing in a concentrated formation. Going for this VP. Panzer IV backing them up. The other Panzer IV out the back. Nothing for repairs at the moment. AT gun. Oh, connecting with the fresh Panzer IV. Cromwell right there. Cromwell bouncing. Oh, but so is the Panzer IV. AEC coming around the corner. KimbO, this is aggressive. Could backfire on him badly, and does. Cromwell wins that trade. Now the P4 having to pull back, but the AT gun pulled all the way back from Seeking. Not going to try and duke it out at that range with the Grenadier blob so close by. Yeah, you heard the announcer down to 50 now. KimbO about to get the cap on. Trying to make his way into the center now. He's got 2 low health tanks. Let's see what he can do. Try and push away the squad inside the trench, out the back. AT gun coming forwards. Dodges the bundle grenade, but the Commandos vet 3 with the ambush. Going for the wipe. 1 Grenadier down. KimbO trying to get the wipe on this infantry section. No. Doesn't quite get the job done there. AT gun pushing up now from Seeking. P4 pulling back. And that's another squad down for KimbO. I think this is it. I don't think he has enough anymore to get the job done. I think Seeking's done just enough here. Oh, looking for the Faust. No, it doesn't even have the munitions for the Faust. Man, my frame rate is tanking right here. It's absurd. There we go. AC goes down. Okay, that's something. 30 VPs left. Cromwell trading with the Panzer IV. Snare connecting. AT gun in a little bit of trouble though. Grenadiers are right there. Cromwell much more healthy. Just has to get one more shot through. AT gun going to go down here though. Cromwell needs to get one more shot on that Panzer IV. Takes a damaged engine. Misses. Firing on the move. AT gun coming around the corner. Here comes the Panzer IV. Here comes a pack 2. Will the Cromwell be able to escape? Maybe use the smoke shell? No smoke. Trying to back behind the building. Calling in the assault once again. Squad sprinting out from the base. Trying to save the day here. KimbO going for the capture. And pulling back with his AT gun now. Maybe the go for the kill on the AT gun. No. Focusing on the infantry first. And gets them neutralized. Will the Grenadiers escape? Recrewing the AT gun. Oh, Panzer IV did get repaired a little bit. Able to survive one shot there. AT gun goes down out the back. Panzer IV clears the arc. Cromwell with the damaged engine thinking about coming back in, but might not be necessary. Oh, maybe it is. Oh! That did not look like he had the arc there, but maybe because that building's been so badly destroyed, he could just shoot through it. And he got the kill. I was going to say, KimbO deployed some stormtroopers on the far side to get the cap off. 20 VPs left. Has he done it? Well, maybe not actually. Pack getting destroyed here. That is really bad for KimbO. Oh. Yep, okay, no, that's it. KimbO's lost. Oh, stormtroopers out the back, get the decrew, and maybe could even go for the steal here. It's quite expensive to recruit with stormtroopers, but it's kind of nice. It hasn't actually upgraded them with the SMGs yet. So not terribly effective, and KimbO going for a Stug, which I think is a good choice in this scenario. He needs the anti-tank against the incoming Cromwell. No AT gun himself, but might actually be able to steal away the 6-pounder still. Seeking without much to defend it here. Doesn't have grenades either. So KimbO able to steal away the 6-pounder. Is this going to be one of the craziest comebacks we've ever seen? Down to just 20 VPs, but he's looking decent at the moment. And it all comes down to Seeking losing that AT gun. That's such a big deal. In comes the Comet. Hiding behind the building once again. Trying to get some free damage in. And these AT gun shots are not going to get through that building. Still pretty healthy, and it's a tank wreck there as well. Here comes the Stug though. That might get through the Comet's armor. Oh, AT gun comes around the corner and penetrates long range. And here comes the Stug too. Comet on the run. Push over to this side. Once again, KimbO with no SMG upgrade. This is a curious decision. Popping the assault once more. And charging forwards, trying to put pressure on the AT gun, forcing that away, going for the central cap. Comet coming in, maybe go for attack ground. No. Here comes the Cromwell, putting a bit of pressure on the AT gun. It rotates. Now maybe the Comet can come in from the other side. AT gun misses. Infantry through the center, putting pressure on the 6-pounder. 6-pounder rotating for the Comet. Cromwell coming from the other side. Nice multi-angle attack here from Seeking. But he doesn't quite get the decrew on the AT gun. I think that's what he was waiting for. If he got the AT gun decrew, would have pushed in there for the kill, but just doesn't quite get it. Surviving barely. Oh, late retreat here from Seeking. KimbO not chasing. 10 VPs left though. And in here stalling the cap is Seeking. Cromwell coming across here as well. I think that's going to be at 6 VPs left. KimbO not quite going to have enough. He's actually going for some grenadiers here. He could have maybe gone for another squad of stormtroopers. Try and cap over here instead. Slight mistake there from KimbO, I think. But that's it. He drains out. Well, a good match to get things started. Seeking showing us some very solid play. KimbO off his game, you know, late on his tech timings. Losing that sniper over here, that was huge. It's such a big impact on him. It was a pretty good play, taking down the universal carry over here with a mass Faust. That brought him a little bit of breathing room. But yeah, he maybe took slightly too inefficient trades a lot of these times with his squads got way behind in the KD. Looks like it stayed relatively even in the last 10 minutes or so, but yeah, he was like way behind in the KD and lost a lot of territory control as well. And boy, losing that pack over here, getting that shot on the Cromwell, that just led to a cascade of problems for him. If he had that pack, man, he could have stabilized so much easier. So yeah, 1-0 for Seeking. So here we are for game 2. Seeking taking out the first match. And now we're switching factions. KimbO playing as Soviets and immediately locking into defensive here. Interesting choice. Different to Loveness, who's been using guard rifle combined arms. Different tactic here. You got the M42 in the early game though, which can be very helpful against the Austria light vehicles. That's exactly what Seeking's going for, Austria and into Ostrupen. Getting himself a squad of those and going for an unusual capping order here. Like immediately capping this cutoff over here. Which is kind of strange. Now starting to connect a few more sectors. KimbO standard stuff so far, double conscripts. Trying to set up some sandbags on the fuel, but got to, excuse me, get interrupted here. And looks like he's going to try hold the battle. Trying to pull back behind cover, but there's nothing really there for him to take cover. Fresh squads coming in and Seeking, feeling the impact of having the Ostrup in here, struggling for cover, and that's allowing these conscripts to get some good engagements. Good play so far from KimbO, switching focus far from squad to squad. And I think maybe KimbO expecting machine gun to be coming from this angle, which is why he's playing a little bit more conservatively with that conscript, but now charging forwards. Machine gun on the other side of the battlefield. And the conscripts here just going to bully the Ostrupen away. Just with the more flexibility, that squad out there couldn't really fire in from cover at the squad over here. There was just no cover positions which had sight. So it didn't really work out too well for Seeking so far, but gonna stall the capture over here. MG42 getting the suppression on. Do you have a conscript squad coming around the corner and they oorah'd forwards, maybe hoping to get a flank on this machine gun. But the machine gun already packed up and changed directions. How deep is the flank going to be here from KimbO? Long range cover to cover, but these guys behind heavy cover, so even though they're super low in health, they should be able to stall for time here for quite a long time, and not going to go for the flank on the machine gun, just going to charge right onto the cutoff instead. KimbO did secure this fuel point early, but still not connected. With noting.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
So despite some good engagements for KimbO early on, actually not getting that many resources right here, now getting forced away from the fuel as well. Going for a 4 conscript start. And that's to be expected with a command like this. You don't have call in infantry that you're trying to conserve a little bit of early manpower to call in. Like guards. So going for the second combat engineer doesn't make quite as much sense. You need the extra combat potential. The conscripts over the combat engineers this early on. Poe's charging in. MG pushing up forwards again. And Ostrupen coming in for the flank on these conscripts too. MG pushing forward. Somehow suppresses these guys with AoE suppression or something. Super long range. Poe's do get forced away, and these squads are crawling out of the suppression range there. Can't really go for the wipe on that. And conscripts, looks like they're going to lose against the Osttroop in here, trying to close the distance. It's one thing we haven't seen from KimbO so far is the Flamer. Just getting it now, but this is quite late for a Flamer, honestly. He's got the munitions captured, but they're still not connected. So getting this Flamer so late in the game has really hurt KimbO's start here. So yeah, a curious capping order from KimbO. And despite some somewhat strong early engagements, his map control situation is actually quite poor now all of a sudden. Seeking has ticked up and got the P-greens out. Getting the flank on the machine gun here though. But does he have the staying power to actually force it away? Osttroop coming in from the side. Flamer coming around here, but the P-greens are there to meet him. Ooh, late retreat. KimbO could lose it here. It's going to be close, but they do get away. KimbO finally win an engagement on the far side, going for the fuel over here again. But yeah, Seeking way ahead in the fuel game. KimbO going for a Dishka here, which is a little bit risky, given that we could be seeing a light vehicle any time soon, and it's going to be relatively soon. Going to be the half-track. That does leave him a little bit exposed. He's going to have to save up enough manpower to get the M42 out before the half-track really gets some damage done. Dishka can, do some pretty good damage to the Flame half-track itself. It doesn't have a super wide arc, so quite easy to skirt around the side of that, especially if your conscripts don't have AT grenades yet, which they of course do not. So by going for the Dishka here, he's created a bit of a manpower crunch where he can't afford both a M42 and AT grenades on his conscripts, which could make this Flame half-track quite successful. AT grenades about halfway done here. Flamer desperate to finish the job, and oh, this could be a wipe here. Conscripts coming in from the side, and they do get the wipe. Flamer half-track on the other side. So that's a big play from KimbO, just like a super late retreat from Seeking, focusing too much on his Flamer half-track. And KimbO 2 machine guns to none now.
We are losing a sector.
KimbO very low on health. Does have medics out the back though. Conscripts hurrying in looking for the snare, but quickly abandon that and retreating quite early on as well, avoiding the manpower bleed on that super low squad. Trying to play very efficiently here, as I said, trying to overcome that manpower crunch he's experiencing right now. But he does manage to call in the M42. And the half-track switching sides, trying to put down a mine, but interrupted by the Osttroop. And Seeking going for the rebuild of that machine gun.
MG42 team is ready for action.
P-green's quite low here, charging into the heavy cover, slowing things down a little bit. The 42 connecting with the Flame half-track, conscripts hurrying in, and they're going to get their snare off, and that's going to be the end of it. M42 making short work of the Flamer half-track, just like that. Just got a little bit too close to the conscripts. There we go, we saw that earlier as well. Seeking just a little bit careless, allowing his Universal Carrier and AC to get snared multiple times in very avoidable situations. That's one thing Seeking needs to sharpen up his light vehicle control. Just so important not to get snared in these early game scenarios. Even if it means your light vehicle's not doing quite so much damage, it will do more damage in the long run, because it won't have to be off the battlefield getting repaired. Try and charge forwards Dishka through the center, and could even go down here. The MG42, Dishka in the death loop, and it does get decrewed. So maybe the Dishka gets stolen here. He's going for the steal with the Pios, machine gun covering it. And there we go, Dishka steal from Seeking, so taking one back. And oh, conscripts went down. Conscripts went down over here. Looks like KimbO just plain forgot about them. And that did. So KimbO falling apart here, losing 2 units in quick succession. Going for a Ura flank around the machine gun, but the P-Greens are there. And he quickly gets forced away. M42 does have a canister rounds, remember, but they are at 35 range now compared to 50 as they used to be back when this was picked 100% of the time. So we'll be in range for infantry to fire back at them if he wants to use those canister rounds. But still a decent option, especially if you're a little bit under strength like KimbO is right now. He's gone for another Dishka, so not trying to tech up at all, even though he'd be pretty close to a T70 if he tried to tech now. Maybe he just doesn't want to spend all that manpower teching up and risk losing map control. And there we go, gets a wipe on an Ostrooper in there. Seeking a little bit overextended. That costs him the squad. KimbO gets one back. Ostrooper not quite as bad of a loss though as a conscript or the Dishka. Seeking ticked up, battle phase 2 complete. Still a decent chunk of fuel away from his tank though. MG42 versus MG42. Both suppressing each other. Dishka not getting involved yet though. P-Green's coming in from the side trying to make their way into heavy cover, but the other Dishka gets suppression on them just before they make it in. Pyro's coming in for the flank. M42 switching over to the canister shots. And Pyro's in a little bit of trouble. Taking a couple of hits, getting quite low here. Their retreat path could be trouble, especially past the Dishka. That's such a high damage machine gun. And 42 continuing to dish it out to these Pyos. Now they're on retreat through the arc. Could this be the end of this Pioneer squad? No, he packs up. Interesting. Bit of a mistake there, I think. I mean, it was within reason that he could have got the wipe there. He got a little bit lucky. But alright. KimbO hanging on. Going for a second combat engineer now. I guess that's probably to try and put down some tech while his flamer is on the battlefield. But at this timing, you know, it's very late for a T70. He might consider going straight into a T34. I'll have to wait and see. One advantages of going straight to tier 4 for KimbO is it's access to 7-man conscripts earlier, which can really help them power these infantry on infantry battles. But we'll have to wait and see. He has to invest a lot of manpower into tech if he wants to go straight to tier 4 here. Nice work there, killing the model, crawling so it doesn't trigger the mine, doesn't spot the mine getting planted. Nice little touch there by KimbO. And Seeking getting forced off the battlefield here because, you know, he has also invested a lot into tech. Got his support armor core down, just needs a little bit more manpower before he gets out his tank. And he has kind of missed the timing for the flak panzers, so might just play it safe and go for the Panzer IV here. The Panzer IV also has slightly better armor, so might bounce a few more shots from the M42, which is nice. Flak panzer a little bit vulnerable to that. Try and plant some mines, but the Dishka's there. He has to cancel it. MG on the far flank. Seeking trying to push forwards, but it's tricky with machine guns without the P-Greens there to support, and they're in the centre at the moment. Coming round on the flank here, but once again there's not that much cover over here to effectively use. Double tripwires getting triggered. Conscripts outnumbered here. Will eventually lose, but this is such a good engagement for them in terms of kills. Very, very efficient, and maybe even not, because machine gun coming in. Gonna get suppression on this machine gun. Oof, close call. Almost lost the P-Greens. Does lose the P-Greens. The canister shots. Canister rounds. finishing the job on the Peregrines there. And people said those canister rounds were dead. KimbO showing us there's some life in them yet. Just nerfed their range to 35 instead of 50. Conscripts trying to discus switching, but the conscripts are too quick. Skate right through the arc, force the retreat. And it is indeed a straight tick to tier 4 here for KimbO, just about there. For a T-34 needs another 100 or so manpower. But he's done it. He's bridged the gap, and it's going to arrive at a similar timing to Seeking's Panzer IV, which also he was a little bit strapped for manpower, coming in quite late. And yeah, without the Peregrines now, you can see KimbO actually has an infantry superiority right now. And with tanks arriving at a similar timing, oh, MG42 with the AP ammo, getting the job done, getting the wipe on the Pios, now Seeking even further behind, and doesn't have any repairs for his Panzer IV. That is horrible for Seeking. He is in big trouble this match. Does have an AT gun, which did kind of slow him down. He got this in case the T-70 arrived, but it never arrived, so it was kind of just luggage. Not really able to do much this game, which is also what hurt Seeking's map control a little bit. KimbO just flooding units out, not going for the T-70, but Seeking going for the counter, expecting it to arrive, but it never did. That did leave him a little bit under strength on the battlefield by comparison.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
It's looking good for KimbO right now. Out here doing some decent damage. Stripping just stalling, but getting quite low. Before getting another hit, he really wants to stay in here. AT gun coming forwards though. Ups into camouflage. Stripping getting forced back by the conscripts. Conscripts haven't started the 7-man upgrade quite yet though. Takes one shot. Dishka moving in. AT gun pushing forwards. Oh boy. Oh. No, he packed up the Dishka. No, he's setting it back up here. This could be a dead AT gun. KimbO getting a bit too aggressive with it here. And almost decrews it immediately. Huge shot from the P4. And goes for the kill. In comes the T-34 a little bit too late to save the day. KimbO getting too aggressive with the AT gun again. Cost him dearly. Conscripts Uraying on top of the pack. T-34 chasing in. Engine damage onto the Panzer IV. So he can just need to pull back here with this Dishka, and everything will be fine. T-34, oh boy, don't go into the death loop, just like how KimbO lost his machine gun. Oh man, there's going to be a close call. T-34, oh, does not get the kill. That was a close one though. Very, very close. Tripwire. Did he lose a squad over there?
Taking our territory.
Oof, that was a close one, man. Forgot it. Did he forget about the Dishka all the way forwards there? That was a late retreat. T-34, still healthy though, doing some damage on the far flanks. BP's KimbO 100 behind. And yeah, losing that M42 was a big deal. That extra bit of anti-tank he really needed. They're going for another T-34, so just going to go with strength and numbers here. The safer choice I think for KimbO would have been to try and stall a little bit longer and go straight for the SU-85 here, but he's feeling bold, going for the double mediums. Has the potential to do a lot more damage having a tank on each flank, but without the extra anti-tank gun there to support them, it does leave them vulnerable if they have to go one-on-one against the Panzer IV. Have to wait and see how KimbO plays it though. Oh boy, what was that? Spin around, going to take a bundle grenade right to the face. And KimbO going to lose us here to the Peregrines very late on the retreat. That was a gift to Seeking. Gifts another Dishka across. So forget what I said about KimbO being ahead, because now he's behind again. Oh man, back and forth, but that was just sloppy. What was that? Terrible play from KimbO. There's 4 coming down the far side. Conscripts with a tough retreat path here. Especially if the P4 can get here. Oh, not a tremendous start. Just getting a bit of trouble. Getting forced away, and so are the Osttroop pack setting up, but this is a little bit risky. Conscripts right there, and they're putting pressure on them. Machine gun switching its arc around now. But, oh, this could be the end of the pack. Gonna be very close. Panzer IV coming across to support. Conscripts ooh-ahing forwards, hoping to get the pack kill here. This would be huge if he gets it. P4 coming in. Stopping briefly. And the pack decrewed. P4 now isolated. No pack can support. There's this. Oh, going for the ram. Connects and engine critical. And calling in the anti-tank overwatch. That's probably going to be the end of the Panzer IV. Can he back away in time? Ooh, really close one. So close to the edge. There's no point in putting it on hold fire. Alright. Engine critical on the other one. Doesn't manage to recruit the AT gun though. KimbO's got the machine gun forward, suppressing the squads, trying to go for the capture. But here we go. Triple machine guns from Seeking. Can they win a head-to-head with the MG42 from KimbO? Looks like conscripts might dive on the AT gun here. Go for the steal. Oh, this bunker just covering it, so he might not be able to get it. P4 on the far flank. Still a tiny pixel of health remaining. These conscripts trying to come around the corner but get thwarted. So it looks like the Panzer IV might escape on a tiny pixel of health. But this T-34 getting repaired up now. AT gun getting recruit on hold fire at the moment, so not firing. Oh, he's missing up with the hotkeys. Still on hold fire, still on hold fire. Takes it off now. P4 spinning around. T-34 also on hold fire. They're going to go head-to-head. Who will penetrate? Bounce from the T-34. T-34 in shambles. Needs to penetrate this next shot. Oh!
The enemy has destroyed a panzer.
They both go down.
Attempting to steal our sector.
I thought Seeking was going to get away with it there for a second. Not quite. And KimbO loses 2 T-34s to take down 1 Panzer IV. Seeking just about there for another Panzer IV, and he's got a healthy amount of infantry now after stealing away all of these team weapons. So once again, it's looking pretty good for Seeking. So close, man. If KimbO, that just took like a tiny fraction more damage from the anti-tank overwatch, this could have been a completely different game. But it's a game of inches sometimes. Oh, coming in here for the wipe on the Peregrines. This could be big for KimbO. AT gun coming across. Doesn't chase all the way forwards. Double machine gun setting up as well, boxing out those conscripts. Just trying to go head to head. And it's pretty good at just running in and winning those MG on MG wars, but maybe not on this occasion. MG42 already behind light cover and set up. Might be slightly too tall of a task. But you can see why going for double T-34s is risky, because you can end up in those awkward situations where T-34 has to go and do some heroics, rely on frontal penetrations, which is a recipe for failure sometimes, and Su-85 is just a safer option. Those long-range, high-penetration shots, so much safer. VP's dead even though, 310 to 310, so still anyone's match, and PopCap's also dead even, 59 to 59. You don't see that every day. KimbO rebuilding a squad of conscripts. Machine gun takes a mighty hit from the P4. And KimbO actually fed himself a fresh M42, which is rather confusing. I thought he would have gone for a Zis at this stage of the game. 42 does okay against medium tanks, but I feel like the Zis is just the safer choice overall. 42 is a little bit cheaper though.
We are down to 300 points.
Ships oohing in. Oh, big shot from the P4. That could be a wipe disco right there as well. Oh, such a close call. Conscripts to escape. Very, very lucky is KimbO. T34 chasing him for the kill here. P4 coming forwards, just ensuring its safety. The pack coming out from base here. Moving into position for defense. What will be the option now from KimbO? Is he going to go for another T34? Is it going to be the SU-85 this time? Oh! P4 using the P4 on half health might backfire here on Seeking. And it does. Goes down to the M42 T34 combo. What a massive blunder from Seeking using his tank on that low amount of health. Just gave him no buffer to get away there. He loses his Panzer IV. Machine gun having its sight blocked by that shrub there, not getting the suppression on the conscripts. Second AT gun coming in for Seeking, so I wonder if he's thinking about going up for tier 4 with that second AT gun, because he's right there for another Panzer IV, could be building that right now. Curious decision. MG getting flanked here by the conscripts. Seeking on the retreat. And so far, the machine gun positioning from Seeking, I haven't been terribly impressed with him. Just coming forwards, getting some suppression on. T34 ready to rumble though, back up to full strength, and there's another one coming in for KimbO now. And I think this is a good situation to go for another T34 in, because he doesn't have to contend with the Panzer IV. Pack misses the first shot, so the snare wouldn't result in engine damage. Seeking has to cancel it, activates it again, but that delay might have allowed the T34 to escape alive there. Lucky break for KimbO. Conscripts Uraing him from the side, gonna look for the decrew, but machine gun is there. Can it get the suppression on in time? Ura about to run out. Clears the arc just in the nick of time though. Tiny tickle of machine gun fire he took. Disco coming in from the side. Pack gonna get decrewed here though. So he's going to have to get the recro on that at some stage. He does have the M42 right there, but a machine gun coming in from this angle, putting pressure on it, so can't kill it with the M42. T34 coming in for the kill on it potentially, but already been recruited. Second pack in a defensive position as well, so not a disaster there for Seeking. Could have been. Conscript's getting a flank on this machine gun, however. It needs to get out of there. Slightly late retreat, doesn't get punished though. T34 missing. Ostrupin on the far side, but the T34's garden facing the wrong direction here. Buys him a bit of time. Double AT guns, maybe one should face this way, one this way. They're both going to face this way, but KimbO not going to chase around the corner. He knows the double AT guns are right there. Got some action on the far flank. P-Green's chasing away some squads. Double AT guns trying to find an angle, but unsuccessful so far. Kind of what we saw KimbO suffering against in the last series. There we go. Connects for one shot. Disco there as well for the conscripts. So he's going to be able to go for the capture. T34 though on the far flank chasing away the P-Greens. This is the issue with not having a tank on the battlefield for Seeking. His AT guns can't be in two places at once. And KimbO working that nicely. Double AT guns rotating and connecting for one shot. Telemine down. Did KimbO spot that though? Double AT guns right there. Oh, T34. One shot from death. But he gets away just fine. Suppression from this Dishka. MG on MG action in the middle. Looks like he's bringing in the M42. I wonder if he's going to try to pop some canister rounds. Conscript's around the side, but there's a Vet 3 Ostrup, and the Conscript's going to end up losing this one. 70 rounds activated by KimbO. This machine gun pulling back now. And KimbO with the triple mediums. Can he use this to seal the victory?
Panzer IV is ready for battle.
Chasing down for the wipe, but doesn't quite get it. Oh, good shot around the side though. Double AT guns pushing forwards. Oh, and the tank wreck is gone. Machine gun could get decrewed here. AT guns looking for the kill. T-34s coming around the side. Could be going for the swarm on them, but just the wrong time because here comes the fresh Panzer IV to save the day. Dropping the anti-tank overwatch, going for the ram. Connects and into damage again. Man, KimbO's running really good on those. Panzer IV, will it be able to escape in time? Yes. One AT gun down though, and the second one in a bit of trouble. Needs these squads forwards for the snares here. Looks like some railway already dropped at the same time. Oh man, and KimbO got the decro on there and the kill on it so quickly, didn't miss any shots. Second AT gun in a bit of trouble. Austrian coming forwards for the snare, but decide against it. Trying to cut his own losses. Railway already at the back. Oh, and the conscripts go down to it. KimbO running right into the targeting zone. Loses a squad there, big mistake from him. But Seeking in a bit of trouble. The Ram and anti-tank overwatch buying him a safe zone from the Panzer IV, allowing him to take down both of those anti-tank guns.
Railway artillery support ready.
Oh man, if his Panzer IV gets found here, it could also be in jeopardy. KimbO not going to go in for the kill, going to come contest the flanks instead. Not coming back in now. This is tough though, going head to head with the Panzer IV bouncing and getting Fausted, trying to get on the rear armor. Seeking with not enough manpower to go for an AT gun here. Is this the end of Seeking? Panzer IV one shot from death. Takes down the T-34 though, that's crucial. So only has to face down one. And it could get a snare here as well. Yep, so it's going to be slowed down. So not the end of the world for Seeking. He's got enough fuel for another tank himself, but he is quite far behind in terms of map control right now, and also a little bit behind in terms of infantry. Got 50 Bobcat versus 27. And KimbO starts production on another T-34, trying to repair on the front lines. Just having to retreat. Man, it seems to take a while to pack up that old girl. But he's going to get away. Oh, my scores are gone. There we go. Alright, T-34. Two T-34s again. Against one Panzer IV, but no AT gun support this time from Seeking in. Oh, he loses an Ostrooper. Just so risky capping that deep into enemy territory in this kind of scenario. Especially with a squad that low, 3 models. It costs Seeking again. Oh, this is looking grim. He kind of needs those Ostrooper for the Faust to be able to hold off these T-34s. He's only got one Fausting squad now. It's going to be tough. Tough, but KimbO is still a long time away from his next anti-tank overwatch. Perhaps that is Seeking's saving grace. Oof, clumped up on the light cover. That's the worst place to be right here. P4 missing its first shot. Oh man, Seeking, come on, don't do this. Okay, there we go. Combat Engineers on a bit of a flank here, but I don't have much firepower. Oh, and the double M42s, in fact, through the center. Do some big damage to the Panzer IV. This is where Seeking could really do with something like a Werfer, but it's not in the budget right now after so many losses. And oh boy, P4 in trouble on the rear armor, and I think that's going to be it. And Seeking throws in the towel and knows it's over. Oof, this was a back and forth battle. Very, very close one. But KimbO guts it out. I think there were just a few too many free wipes on the flanks from Seeking. And of course, that was a really nice move from KimbO, taking down the double AT guns there. Decisive blow. Also Seeking repairing the Panzer IV over here, which got spotted. It also ended up costing him that tank. And just couldn't quite stretch his lead, despite in some cases being quite far ahead. KimbO getting the job done. So 1-1. Going to go to a deciding match. And I'm pretty sure that Seeking's going to have a faction selection. So stay tuned for that. So here we are for the deciding match. Seeking versus KimbO, and the map is Faymonville Approach. A true tournament classic, this one. Seeking playing as Brits. He did have better VP score, so he would have had faction selection, and he's gone for the British. KimbO playing as Aus there, and going for the exact same strategy as we saw in game 1. Aus there with German infantry, no Osttroopen from him. Some sandbags down on the fuel early. Sniper coming out to assist. Cancels these sandbags nicely there. Slightly late reaction from Seeking there, backing away from the sniper, but still gets away before they get another shot off.
We have a fresh grenadier squad. Germany now holds the victory point.
Pulling back to the house, but sniper's still up here. Looks like he's not going to jump into the house, so notice that the sniper's nearby, going to peel off. Maybe put some pressure on the munitions point. But KimbO with this build, getting off to a very, very slow start. Seeking already with his fuel connected, branching out, trying to cap both munitions at the same time. Getting off to a much faster start by comparison, putting pressure on the Pyos. Sniper pulling back very far. The squad coming around the corner. KimbO sniffing out the flank. Must have seen it with the Pyos. They've got very good sight range. And Sniper trying to hide here. Oh, he's running right out into the open. Oh, back into the cover there briefly. I didn't even see light cover there. Got exposed, but then back in cover. Didn't take any damage, so not in combat. Gets the sniper and on the retreat now. Seeking. Very close call. KimbO a bit slow on the run and gun. Infantry section does get away, but this squad now outnumbered 3-on-1. KimbO trying to keep this squad on the battlefield. Maybe going to go for a cap out the back before retreating. Very effective and efficient play there from KimbO. And nice, diffuse that early flank from Seeking very, very well. Seeking once again going for the universal carrier after the platoon command, so you can go straight into that Vickers, which is now locked behind that tech. So he doesn't try and sneak out the universal carrier before the Vickers. Guess he just doesn't feel it's worth his time. Which is interesting. Ooh, snipes the model inside the capture circle. Vickers pops. KimbO trying to close the distance, but this time Seeking kiting nicely. Doesn't take the Faust. Inflicting a lot of bleed here. Another squad Grenadiers comes in. Sniper in the center at the moment. The universal carrier just chipping away here. Question is, will Seeking go for a... okay, he's going for an infantry section. Not going for any engineers. For repairs on this UC potentially. Probably going to have to rely on the crew repairs then. Which he probably will need after forcing away this Grenadier. Slowly losing health, cover to cover. KimbO trying to get the decap here before retreating. Will he pay the price? Sniper from this side, getting a shot on. 4 kills on that now. Sections just charging at him here. Trying to get some damage on. And KimbO retreating. Doesn't take any damage. Extremely lucky here because this early on, KimbO might not have access to healing, so not taking damage is so good for him right there. Universal carrier does force away another that squad of Grenadiers. Tries to go for the decap here, but it's not really worth it. It's not cutting off anything at the moment. Universal carrier doing a spin around. And actually clearing some cover there for KimbO to make use of. Slight error. And now opening up on this Grenadier, trying to stay at range. Sniper coming through the center. Putting pressure on the infantry section. That pulls back a little bit. Oh, but he still gets another snipe on him. That section very low now. This time KimbO quite quick on his tier 2. Much better timing on that compared to game 1. And the 222 going to be coming in at a very early timing. Seeking, having gone for that 4th infantry section, does delay his AC a little bit. So he only just had the manpower for it, then had the fuel for it about 30 seconds ago. So will that end up costing him? But this is the real issue playing as Austria against Brits. The AC arrives so close. Even if your 222 comes in quite early, AC arrives so shortly afterwards. It's really hard. Let's see. 222 crushing some stuff in the fog. I wonder if Seeking heard it. Doesn't look like it. KimbO trying to bait forwards with the Grenadiers. And that exposes the Universal Carrier to the 222. Well, looks like it's going to go down. AC all coming in from the other side. And there we go. It takes it down. AC coming forwards, but doesn't look like it's going to be in time. And KimbO threads the needle there. Finds the timing before the AEC arrives, but now AC coming forwards, connects, and these vehicles both have the exact same speed. So the 222 going to have trouble getting away here. AC misses the killing blow. Got one more opportunity here. And he gets the kill. 222 goes down. Snaring squads were just not quite there for KimbO. So overall, Seeking comes out ahead again. But as I said in the first match, it's not the end of the world. AC doesn't inflict a tremendous amount of bleed against infantry, so they can get the pack, and he's not going to suffer too much. It's not like he's up against a T70 or something here, which would really just be blasting through his infantry.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
Bring some engineers here. Last time he went for the bolster before this, but a little bit too low on manpower and really needs that repairs complete a little bit earlier this time. Sniper getting some nice shots on here. Oh, he's chased away from the far munitions. And KimbO with a decent amount of map control right here. So I guess stacking up the kill count nearly at hit 1. Here comes the AC, not fully repaired, just enough to get rid of the engine critical. He's coming in, going for the sniper, finds it. Oh, big damage from the LMG. Gonna take the engine damage. And the sniper gets away. That was a close call. A T-gun coming through though. Could lose his AC here. Takes another Faust. Pack setting up behind the shot blockers here. KimbO chasing him for the kill. AC backing away. Pack coming forwards. Building here provides some really nice sight for KimbO. Pack coming through this gap. AC trying to get away. Is he going to pop smoke? Pop smoke now. Attack round's going to have to be the action for KimbO. And it misses.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
And the AC backs away for the moment. Squad chased off. And Seeking holds on to the AC here. But KimbO hasn't given up. He's chasing forwards. AC still backing away out the back though. So, overextension from the pack here. Could get decrewed. Does get decrewed. Sniper coming forward super low as well. But Seeking doesn't have enough. Oh! Infantry section went down. Oh, big mistake there from Seeking then. Alright, well, this is a crazy game. KimbO ahead on the KD right now thanks to that sniper. And looks like he's considering... He's retreating the sniper. Looks like he's maybe going to use the green med kit on it. Heal it up in the meantime. Very risky leaving it at that amount of health. Died to like 1 or 2 Tommy rifle hits. But yeah, KimbO ahead I'd say. Thanks to that wipe, but not by a huge margin.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Building Grenadiers. So 4 Grens is clearly the build for KimbO. That's the magic number he wants to hit. Seeking actually going for a second squad of engineers this time, which he might be regretting now after losing that infantry section earlier. And without the bolster yet, he's not going to be performing very well against these upgraded Grenadiers.
Army commandos ready to go.
But it looks like he's saving up the manpower for the glider. It's been called in now. Trying to do some damage to these Grenadiers, but I think they'll be alright. Where are these commanders going to land? Looks like it's going to be around here somewhere. Yep, right behind this building. Grenadiers inside the building, got to be careful here. We've got a few squads nearby. Bundle grenade onto the door, but they are long gone. Already evacuated the area. Doing some nice damage. Reinforcing from the glider the whole time. KimbO late on the retreat here. Could pay dearly for this. Oh, sniper in the center. On the retreat. Ooh, that was a close call. Popping the assault now. Pushing forwards. Putting pressure on the pack. Commandos looking for the wipe on that. Reinforcing from the glider as well. Grenadiers coming out on one model. AC putting pressure on the sniper. Look at all these low health units in base for KimbO. But they're all still alive. That's the most important thing. But the pressure is real for Seeking this glider. The forward reinforcements helping him maintain this forward position here. Keeping the pressure on. Pack trying to get in position to kill it. And commandos with their camouflage here. Looking to spring an ambush. Could sneak around this side and get some really big damage done here. Is that a crawling... No, it's a crawling commando. It does force away the Grens. But here comes a whole bunch more. Tossing out the smoke. Trying to make his way back into camouflage. But under fire from the Grenadiers, that's not going to be successful. And once again, KimbO with very little fuel income right now. Hasn't done his battle group tech, so his medium tank's going to be coming in quite late. Whereas Seeking... Oh, he hasn't done his tech either. Okay. Pretty cap-off heavy match. Seeking gets the cut-off here. Slightly late retreat, but should be just fine. And you also have to remember, Seeking still hasn't got the 5-man upgrade, so... That's weighing on him at the moment. Trying to get the D crew here on the pack. With the AEC and the engineers, but the engineers getting sniped away, not doing very much damage at all. Pack still nearly goes down though. Battle on the far side. Grenadiers nearly go down. AEC gets away. This is a very, very close game. Seeking having to do a tremendous amount of reinforcing. KimbO finally getting his tech underway. Can reconnect his resources, and he's going to connect quite a few of them too. KimbO down by about 70 VPs. Nothing too major. How's that sniper doing? 22 kills. But yeah, still no 5-man upgrade for Seeking. Is he trying to do this on hard mode? I don't understand what he's up to here. Commandos sneaking forwards with the camo, getting revealed just as they vault over the wall. Slightly awkward timing. So he's tossing out a smoke grenade there. Trying to pull back, but he's already getting picked apart by the Grenadiers. Too low in health, has to get out of there. And doesn't back himself to go for the sniper war either. Not going to look for the counter snipe on KimbO. Just going to try hunt them down the old-fashioned way. With the assistance of the assault though, the extra movement speed does really assist him. Oh, AC coming forwards. Oh, Faust connects and so does the pack. One shot from death. But the pack not going to chase in for the kill here. Decides to play it safe and pull back. AC also backing away. Oh, but stopping. Grenadiers coming forwards. one more snare and it's going to go down. And it looks like he's going to chase for it. No, he's pulling back. Fair enough. KimbO with double fuel at the moment. Looks like he's going to win the race towards the medium tank. And Seeking doesn't really have a good answer. No AT gun himself. He's got 2 engineers for the snares, but they're not going to help him that much. And without the 5-man upgrade, these 5-man grenadiers are ripping through his sections. He's very, very reliant on these commandos. Oh, squad goes down. Unlucky for Seeking. Close to max range there. Oh boy, it's not looking good for Seeking after that. Another blow up into the retreat path here. But these guys are pretty healthy. Should be able to get away. A little bit of body blocking though. Do get away. Do get away. KimbO with the resources. Needs to put down his tech and then he's got a tank. Oh, no munitions for the mid bunker here. Sniper out the back. Trying healing. Commando's waiting for an ambush and camouflage here, but
The company command post is finished and ready for use.
I don't know here. Oh, they get spotted by the pack. Seeking a little bit late to react and then has to retreat past the Grenadiers again. KimbO coming in for some body blocking. Trying to inflict maximum damage on the road. Commando's expensive to reinforce. KimbO trying to inflict maximum bleed there. Now retreating with the pies. Could also consider going for a second squad of pies. We're at a stage where that would be a fine thing to do. He's got enough manpower to afford it as well. 2 pies for faster repairs on your medium tank that's about to pop out. It's a pretty good idea. And KimbO moving across the map en masse. Popping the assault and hold. And Seeking on the run. Seeking has completed his tech and he's just about there for his own tank. So KimbO, this delay in building his tech is actually going to allow these 2 players to get their medium tanks out at a very similar timing. Faust connecting with the AC. Man, that thing's taking so many Fausts. So much repair time. So quite a few close calls on its death as well. The attack rounds have gone right for KimbO. And Cromwell in production first. KimbO is putting down his tech but also going for a pack, which is a curious choice. So he's going to have double AT guns and a medium tank. So Seeking's medium's going to be having a very tough time popping the assault to win this engagement. But the pack does get away for KimbO. 2 models. Sniper comes in for 1 shot. And then gets out of there because it's very low health and he still hasn't got medics. P4 in production.
The enemy has driven a
Maybe I'll
wedge
get
in
them
our
now.
lines. We are losing a sector.
Okay, now going for the bolster. Now though, that's a very late bolster. And he has been hurting in the infantry engagements because of that. Sniper forcing away the squad through the centre. Here comes the Cromwell though. Right down the centre, but maybe right into the clutches of the double packs. Going around the side of them for the moment. Opens up on them first. Going for the sniper here. Machine gun doesn't quite get the kill. Cromwell takes 1 shot. And here the Grenadiers crushes a few of them. Sniper still alive, goes into camo. Camo on the base. Cromwell gets the kill. But here comes the Panzer IV. And that's going to be the end of the Cromwell. Double AT guns on the other side. He's just trying to get the wipe on the infantry and base. But he's unsuccessful. He saw a moment of weakness potentially there. Dived on the sniper, but ends up costing him his tank. But at least the sniper's dead. If he didn't get the sniper there, that would have been GG. Building an AT gun himself. He's got the AC as well, so Panzer IV shouldn't devastate him here. Oh! Tread shot. Coming forwards for the snare, but I don't think that'll result in engine damage. Needs an AC shot to come through the hull first. And unsuccessful with that. Bouncing again. Engineers, they've got a reasonably long cooldown on their AT grenade, but there is the AT gun. So that keeps KimbO back. And if Seeking still had 3 or 4 sections here, he'd be in a very nice position. Or at least not a bad position. But as it stands, with those 2 infantry section losses, he's in quite a bit of trouble. KimbO with just vastly superior infantry right now. And if Seeking does ever get another tank, KimbO's still got those double AT guns locked and loaded. Seeking taking a page out of KimbO's book rather. Blobbing and forcing away a few squads. Trying to get some territory under control. You can see at the moment, very lopsided territory in favor of KimbO. And the points are draining against Seeking quickly as well. KimbO are about to go for the triple cap. T-guns through the center on the AEC. Attack grounds through the shrubs. And pushing forwards aggressively now. And there's nothing really to punish them. Commandos are quite far away. Oh, no, maybe they're not. Double AT guns. Looking for the AEC. AT gun wheeling its way back. We're Seeking. Oh, that's a lot of damage. P4 misses the killing blow. Coming in for the AEC. Got the snare there. Popping the blitz. And he gets it on the move. Takes a snare. AT gun is there for Seeking. But it's taking some damage from the Grenadiers from the side. Seeking popping the assault. Commando's coming in on the rear of the AT guns with this. Looking for the D-Crew's going to get D-Crew on one of them. AT gun looking for an angle on the Panzer IV here. Settling for this Grenadier, forcing that away. Maybe still going to chase down the other pack. AT gun coming in from the side and can steal this pack as well. Double AT guns should be able to hunt this Panzer IV here. So KimbO might not be able to get away here. AT gun in a bit of trouble here. Commando still going after the pack. If he can bring an AT gun from this direction and this direction, he can get the kill, but at the moment he doesn't have the infantry there to force away these 5-man Grenadiers. So not successful. Pack, look at this, he's trying to bait him into these S-mines. So far Seeking avoiding that patch. Double timing the repairs, got 2 pyres up here. AT gun's not going for a split. Double AT gun's coming around the corner and he's about to be past the threshold where the critical will get removed. And the AT gun takes a big shot straight away in threat of getting decrewed here. Bundle grenade takes down the pack out there. 1 AT gun down. The other one right in front. KimbO gets the kill on that decrewed AT gun. Snare coming in from the rear. Oh, but he kills 4 models in one shot. And this engineer also extremely low, goes down to the Panzer IV. And is that it? Yep, Seeking throws in the towel. That last engagement just not going his way at all. It was a golden opportunity to kill the Panzer IV and he just couldn't capitalize on it. GG, very well played by KimbO.